Hi, I'm Paul. I'm pastor for Colton Community Church. This is day 14 in our Advent series, and we're going to look at the word joy for the next couple of days. We're gonna sit and we're gonna park in that word. Well, and this is why, because joy, it permeates, it penetrates, it saturates the Christmas story. It saturates the birth of Jesus. Let's start with Zacharias. Zacharias is Jesus' uncle. And him and Elizabeth haven't been able to have a baby. And then all of a sudden, Zacharias is in the temple and he's providing incense to the Lord. And an angel of the Lord comes to him. And the angel says to Zach, don't be afraid. God has heard your prayers. Your wife, Elizabeth, will give you a son. And you are to call him John. And listen to the quality. You're going to have a son. And listen to this. It says, you will have great joy and gladness, and many will rejoice at his birth. Oh, then it continues. Mary, she gets a visit from the angel. She says she's going to become pregnant, and she says, your will is my will. And then now the newly pregnant Mary goes to visit the very pregnant Elizabeth. And when Mary comes into her aunt's house and says, greetings, the baby John inside the womb leaps with great joy. Oh, he jumped for joy. And then Elizabeth breaks out in song. Oh, he starts with joy. And then on the night that he's born, on the night that Jesus is born, the angels, they can't contain themselves. They can't restrain themselves. And they come up and they go and they visit some shepherds out on the pasture. It's dark at night, and the radiant glory of the angel comes to them. And he says to them, don't be afraid. We all would be afraid. Don't be afraid. I bring you good news, not bad news. I bring you hope, not despair. I bring you joy, not depression. I bring you good news, wonderful news. It'll bring you what? Great joy. And the angel proceeds to come out with a choir, and they sing about the glory that has been born. Then a little later, after the wise men, they see the star after Jesus is born. And the star, what the text say? And when they saw the star, they were filled with joy. And so they followed the star. They followed it all the way into Bethlehem. And when they went to Bethlehem, it stopped over the place where the baby was. And what's the text say? And they were filled with joy. Zacharias, Elizabeth, Mary, the shepherds, the wise men, they were all filled with joy. Later on in Jesus' life, at the beginning of his ministry, at the absolute beginning of his ministry, he's baptized into the Jordan River by John. And then a voice comes out of heaven. And the voice says, you are my son, my dearly loved son. And you bring me great joy. See, joy encompasses the gospel story. Joy encompasses the birth of Jesus. And we're going to look at what it means. We're going to look at it in other passages. But I want you today just to bask, just to relish, just to submit to joy. All right. Choose joy today. Or we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.